G'day and welcome back to Space Engineers. Before we get into today's video, I just want to thank you all for the comments on episode 1. It was like absolutely amazing to see the response from all you. Everyone's keen for the new series, and you guys are just like far too kind. I appreciate it. Okay, so there's a couple of changes that I need to go through, obviously, because you would have seen all the screens and stuff. So I just put up that's our ingots and ore. That's our power stats. Basically, I wanted a way to see like when we were going to run out of power without having to go into the console. And then I have a to-do list, essentially, because I feel like I'm going to forget the purpose of the series. Like, I've already forgotten about Bazza. Like, Jesus Christ, I got to get up there and find him. But like my main two things are I want automated power cycling and I want autonomous warfare. So that means we're going to do combat with drones and stuff and long range missiles and stuff like that. And then because it's like a week before I play again, I want an area that I can write down the next job. So at the end of the episode, I can write down what I need to do. Or what I said I was going to do, at least, because I don't have a clue what happened in the last episode. That was a week ago. So we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be keeping track of our jobs so I don't get sidetracked. And another thing I need to bring up is Infal said he updated the script. So that means we can get rid of my dodgy code and replace it with his updated one. There it is. Okay, yeah, cool. So that's the updated one. What did he actually change? Here it is, patch notes. Okay, so that was the, oh yeah. Oh, thanks, buddy. Doing a little bit of advertising for me. All right, so he's fixed the code that I fixed, and he's added debug text to the PB's main display, and that's actually, it's not going to be that great on this one, is it? Because I've got this sideways. I'll have to move that. Yeah, so I actually have I have that printed out. So that's from the programmable block. So that just says, how many station batteries we have and whether it's, on recharge or discharge. And same with the removable batteries. So yeah, that's good enough for me, I think. Okay, so Infal also suggested that instead of using batteries, we could use hydrogen as a transportable energy source, because the batteries, I didn't know this about batteries, but there's actually a inefficiency with them. So if you transfer power from one battery to another battery, you don't transfer all the power. You only transfer 80% of the power. You lose 20%, and 20% is massive. Like, that's a massive loss. So what we can do is we set up an ice farm somewhere. We have drones mining the ice. Actually, this is I've got this all like planned out. All right, so autonomous ice mine, which means we have mining drones. They go out and they get the ice and they bring it back to a hydrogen production plant where it turns the ice into hydrogen. And then we have hauling drones that pick up the hydrogen and take it to our base where we have a hydrogen power plant. Why is Bob grinding something down? Bob, if you're grinding down those wheels again, you mother... Because I don't want to continue on with this battery method, I don't want to waste the time in building this like underground facility for batteries to go if we're not going to be doing it. Like, it's bad enough that I spent all that time on this crane. Now that extra long intro is out of the way, let me get my bearings and work out what the hell we're going to be doing this week. Okay, I've got some ideas. First off, in order to do all of that stuff in the end game, we need to increase our production, essentially. So that means we need to find deposits, we need to set up mining drones, and we need to obviously increase production. So we need to build a production room, but I need to be very careful not to exceed our power production, or we will be sent back to the Stone Age. Okay, let's do the scout ship first. So I want to have a large grid ore detector on there, but this is all that ship is going to be doing. Like, it's just for finding deposits, and we probably won't even keep it. Like, it's just going to be here. We're just going to we'll fly around, find a few deposits that'll, you know, set us up, and then we can probably get rid of it. Are you going to crash? You going to crash up here? Feel free to, if you want. Oh. Got a couple of gats, missile turret, and a welder? Oh no, it's a grinder. Is that a... That's neat. Oh, come on, crash. Crash, you bastard. Alright, let's go have a look at the damage. Alright, everything's good in there. Oh, I think I just lost my scout. Yeah, there's just a massive hole where the scout was. Jesus. Well, we do have some salvage. And we still got a mining ship. That's good. Just in case this thing blows up on me or something. And let's get to grinding. There's some ion thrusters there, that's good. Oh, you're basically, yeah, fucked. Okay, that's cool. Wait, what the fuck were these decoys doing? We took a round like right here, like that was the opening blast. And there's 4 decoys sitting around it. What the actual fuck do these things do? God, there's a fucking another one. Can I actually control a turret now? God, this guy's so erratic. Really? What's over there? What is it? Okay, come on guys. It's a gyro, for fuck's sake.
Inventory full.
There, I got it. Once again, decoys did nothing. Alright, Bob's fixing that up. He's also going to weld all this up for us as well. I got the tower back online. Fucking decoys. Like, seriously, what did I do wrong? How come they're not being... Is it just Reavers are too smart for decoys or something? They've been programmed not to bother shooting at them. Alright, the base is all repaired. And I have since turned off the antenna. We actually don't need it anymore because we don't have the Scout. The Scout was actually a remote control vehicle, which is why I had the antenna on. And yeah, it's pointless having it on. I think... So I gave up on salvaging the wrecks after I realized we weren't going to get any thruster components from them because of the change that's been made to the mod. So there's like a, when you grind down a thruster, it's actually like an NPC thruster. And I think that's to prevent you from hacking it. because you can't actually build it up because you don't get proper thruster components anymore. You just get scrap. So you would need to hack it, you would need to grind the thrusters all the way off and then and build new ones. So I think we'll just avoid fighting Reavers for now. Doesn't seem to be much point. All right, let's get rid of these because they were just temporary. Also, let's hide some of these GPS markers. Okay, well, we can cross this out. We did design a scout vehicle, and then promptly destroyed it unintentionally. Okay, finish mining drone. Let's do that. Jeez, I hope this works. I didn't even test if this is a good mining vehicle. I like just slapped a bloody remote control on it and said, "Way you go." Oh shit. Okay, apparently this is too high. Okay, well, that was nerve-wracking. So he wants a lot more room for, which is understandable. But see, the reason I had this here is if we ever like accidentally lose power or something, or I accidentally disconnect this thing without turning the thrusters on, I don't want it to plummet all the way down to the ground, which is basically gonna kill it. So I put this ledge here. So if it did fall, it wouldn't fall very far and probably wouldn't even do any damage because it's just landing on drills. But if that's the case, we could probably still have a safety thing, but it's gonna have to come down like 2 blocks. There we go, safety catch. Jeez. Alright, we went through that power pretty quickly. Oh, I couldn't be fucked getting the crane. I'm just gonna get Doty to do it. I've only used the crane like 10 times to do a battery swap and I'm already over it. Like, that'll take me a solid 20 minutes to get it all set up, attach the trailer. I've had enough. It's not automated enough. Yeah, okay. So realistically, I've done nothing but just add more questions. I've got no answers yet, just questions. All right, let me play around with this and I'm going to see if I can work out what else I can do with this to make it better, more automated. Alright, so I've been playing around with the miner for a bit, just tweaking it a little bit. I added a bunch more sorters and ejectors because they weren't keeping up with the drills. So if we, I've built the start of a little control room. It's just a platform at the moment. But essentially, so we've got a programmable block on the station with the same script, and it's just set into controller mode, basically. So what I can do with this is actually, I can keep track of all the miners, basically. I can see which jobs are active, what's in their inventory, how far through the job they are, all sorts of stuff. So I think that'd be pretty good. I won't be able to automate it the way I wanted though, because I did want to have just the one miner do like all the different ores, and yeah, so you can't do multiple jobs with the one miner. But that's all right. What we could do is just set up a bunch of miners, and we can have them covering all the different ores that we need, basically. Yeah, so I don't want to like pretty this thing up just yet. That's why it's all bare bones, because I'm making adjustments to it. So after I get the, you know, the system working, then I'll pretty it up and, you know, put some armor on it and paint it and everything. But for right now, I'm just trying to get this thing to work properly. I don't actually know what this guy's doing. He should have left by now. His batteries are basically full. It's active. Ship is full, but oh, it is full. Well, it was full. He's still got 45% in there. So we've run out of space again, essentially. What am I going to do here? We're just going to have to, like, just plop down a bunch of hydrogen generators to turn all this ice into hydrogen, because I got to get rid of it all. And I don't really want to just dump it. I mean, it's kind of a waste. There's heaps of space under here. It will make our power go through the roof. It's probably not a smart idea, is it? Fuck it. We're doing it. Alright, so they're gonna take a bunch of ice for us. Now we need hydrogen tanks. God, what a mess all this piping is. I've done a horrible job with this. In case you can't tell, this is very much a temporary base. Like, I honestly couldn't care less about it. It's just a means to get us where we want to be. Alright, so we got 6 large hydrogen tanks. Let's throw down some hydrogen generators. Alright, that's as much as we can fit in there. We can come out here further, but I was trying to save this space for more storage containers. Yeah, because this is a decent spot for... Yeah, we could fit 2. Can we get rid of this block? Like, is that used for anything? So that probably means that can all go as well. And I'm gonna guess that that can go. Alright, that'll do for now. Oh my god. Okay, we will definitely not have the hydrogen power plant near anywhere where we want to actually work. That thing is so freaking loud. Yeah, so it's up to 97%. Alright. So, God, we're still accumulating ice. 2.3 million now. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if Dodie's going to be able to do this. Yeah, because we're going from 3 to 21 batteries. The crane definitely won't be able to pick it up. Because I didn't leave myself enough room for the claw. Alright, let's just leave it there for a sec and we will disconnect it. Don't crush me, please. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay. Dodie, how would you feel about getting just a quick upgrade? Like, just... So, I'm not a huge fan of this thruster... tiered thruster mod. Because, it's far too easy to get the top tier thrusters. Like right now I'm building tier 5s. Because the only thing it does is it multiplies the cost by 5. So it's exact same components, just multiplied by 5. Whereas the tiered batteries and my old tiered thruster mod, they used new components, new modded components, and to make those components you needed like platinum and uranium. So I don't know, I think I might have to remove this mod. The trouble is I really like the like I need a tiered thruster mod, there's no doubt about that. But the only ones I've been able to find are just the regular thrusters, and I really want to use the DLC ones. They look so much better. Especially the ion thrusters, they look so cool. So I don't know, I might have to go scouring. Dodie's actually taking quite a bit of damage here. I'm noticing there's blocks missing and there's a couple of thrusters missing. I don't have a projector on her either, so I can't just fix her up. I don't think she's missing any lifting thrust. I think she just had those 4 small ones and the big one. I wonder if I can alter this mod myself and make all the thrusters take thruster components. Or all the tier 5 ones, I mean. Because thruster components need platinum. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think I could probably just edit an XML file in the mod to change the recipes for these. Yeah, I might do that. That way I can keep using it and not feel like I'm cheating. Like I don't mind overpowered mods as long as it's somewhat balanced, like in terms of progression. All right, Dodie. How is this? Holy shit. Yep, okay. We got it now. Yep, we'll drain these batteries, then we'll get rid of them. I'm getting rid of all this stuff as well. So, Bob, take that away. Take that away. Take this away. I do have a blueprint of this, so I can spawn it back in if I ever want to. And we'll get rid of this as well. Now, It probably looks like I barely use this thing because like you guys only saw what I showed in the video, but I've actually used that thing a lot. Because there's lots of stuff that I haven't been showing, like lots of tedious jobs. Yeah, so I've actually used that extensively and I'm over it. I've had enough of it, alright? It's so bloody tedious using the crane. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's definitely a novelty fun. Like it gets old. Alright. All cleared up. Except Dodie. I'll hang on to Dodie just for a little bit longer. Just because she's pretty useful. Like I can retrofit it with whatever I need and just to get something done. Because I can't do that with this one. It doesn't have a cockpit and it's, yeah. Oh, and I'm going to get rid of this as well. And then after that, I can get rid of all of these as well. Oh, really? You chose that spot right there. Alright, there we go. All cleaned up. Alright, cool. So we've updated his job. And he is on his way back home. Oh, I can't stand those engines. Ooh, that's going to be the next job. Alright, we're back. I was playing around with that mod, the tiered thruster mod, and I did what I said I was going to do. I changed the recipes for basically all the thrusters. So if we have a look there, that's a tier 4 large atmospheric thruster and it costs 400 thruster components. And then the small version has 60, and if we go to the small block variants, that requires 6 and the small one requires 1. And that's the tier 4, and then the tier 5 costs, you know, a lot more. 600 for the large grid, large thruster, and 100 for the small one. And yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. So that means I can't use tier 4s or 5s until I get platinum, which means I need to go to the other planet. So we've only got access to tier 3, and to be honest, I would love to spend a bit more time on that and fine tune it, because I'd like to lock out tier 3s as well, I think. So you only have access to tier 2 without it. Or perhaps, maybe, tier 3s could require gold, so superconductors. That might be a good way to do it as well. But yeah, I'll play around with that later. I changed this around a little bit, added a second assembler, and I fixed up all this catwalking, so it makes a little bit more sense now. We can go up and interact with the assemblers, and this leads up to the refinery one, and we've got just like this nice spiral staircase that comes down to the floor. I removed that cargo container because it was useless anyway, it was only a small one, and that allowed me to get the power efficiency module in there, and I just brought the connection up through here. I've also upgraded to a proper medical room now, and yeah, so it's looking a little bit better in here, but I really need to get rid of those engines. They honestly, they're bothering me so much, like more than they should. But I don't know what to do with them at the moment. Like I have nowhere to put them, and I'm pretty happy with this version. Like I haven't tweaked it for a while now, and it seems to be working pretty good. Yeah, the drills are still pretty full. Like they're not maxing out, but they're getting pretty close. I think this is only just keeping up with it. Yeah, okay, so before we print off another one of these things, yeah, I want to finish it off. Like I want to get all the armor, get it painted and everything, because otherwise I have to do that for all of them. So if I do it on this one and then take a new blueprint, I can then create a fully finished product. So I think that's what we're going to do. I might actually pause this guy so he doesn't take off on me again. Job paused. Okay, cool. So now we can work on him, grab some stuff to build with, and let's get started. And we're back. I finished the miner. I think it looks really good. And I was also able to go through that mod and balance out tier 2 and 3 as well. So I've gated those behind gold. So we need superconductors to make them, basically. Now these are actually tier 2s on here. So we have 3 superconductors, essentially. But yeah, so what that means is we won't actually be able to build another one of these until we go to space, which I'm totally fine with. That's fine. This is editor Timmy chiming in here. I just want to let you know that I underestimated how much footage I had. So we're gonna have to end the episode here, and we'll pick up from this point next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. As always, don't forget to lead your targets. I'll see you next time.